How's it going, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review another movie. This time it is the latest movie to be released by A24. It's directed by Robert Eggers, has an estimated budget of $3.5 million, and it's the latest horror flick to come out, man, for 2016. Definitely true horror down to its core, man. An amazing movie, man. That's what I'll say right now. It's a very exciting movie. I've been waiting for this movie for many months, man. I think it premiered in January in 2015 at Sundance. Long time ago, man. This movie was made far too long ago, man. And definitely it built the hype up, man. I was very excited for this movie. And it worked. It worked so much, man. I was very excited, and I got goosebumps in the theater, man. Seriously. So this is a non-spoiler review. I'm only going to give you the pros, give you the cons, and I'll give you my final score. Tell you whether or not you should go check this out in theaters, or whether you're watching this way down the road, whether you should check it out on rental. So, yeah, Robert Eggers, man, definitely, it was at Sundance. It won a lot of awards, Best Director, and so should, man. Like, it definitely deserves the Best Directing. Just a very awesome indie movie, man. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's my non-spoiler review for The Witch. First off, man, I gotta say the acting in this movie is fantastic. Oscar-worthy wise, man, it's too late for Oscar nominations and everything, of course, but for an indie movie, man, obviously a lot of indie movies today are great. I mean, a lot of indie movies are underrated. And for sure the acting, the actors in here, man, even the young actors, man, the 15-year-old, the 10-year-old, sort of that age range and everything, they were all fantastic acting, man, definitely for sure. I do not know the actors and actresses' name, man, but I know Katie Dickens, I believe her name is. I may be wrong with that, but a girl named Dickens is in here. Or Katie Dixons or something like that. Very fantastic acting, man. I literally love the main actor, man, who is the father in here. Fantastic. Thomason, I love his voice so much, man. His voice is so epic because he has like that deep voice and everything. It's like, there's evil in the woods. Just fantastic thespian, Shakespearean sort of actors, man. It plays through. It's like based in the 1600s, Puritan time, man. And the setting is so damn good. It feels real. It feels like you're there in Puritan time, in that era, man. Not much is known about that era, man. The Salem witch, the times, all that definitely for sure felt real. It felt like we were really watching something. And there was a comment, man, about it in the trailer where it says it feels like it's something we shouldn't be watching. Yeah, definitely. After seeing this movie, I will say that I felt like going to church. And I haven't been to church in actually quite some time. And after watching this movie, I was like, I need to be prayed over, man. Like, that's how I felt. It was literally intense. And I'm literally being honest. I literally was like, I walked out, I was like, oh my God, I should probably go to church and be cleansed or something, man, because the way that it's so damn handled, and it's creepy. It's a very creepy movie. It definitely gives you goosebumps. Is it true down horror, Michael Myers chasing after you or walking, or Jason, and that 80s horror, 70s horror? No, but it's definitely that music, and the music, the score in here is fantastic, dude. I really do love the score, and definitely just builds up, it climaxes, and then it fades to black. That sort of fade to black screen. That's how it goes within this movie, man. And I love the opening because the music settles in and begins, and it's just black, and the screen is black for 15-20 seconds at most. It's a very long time where there's no logos or nothing. It's just a black screen, and all you hear is music. The Witch pops up, man. Fantastic. I mean, Robert Eggers, and he's a young guy. I was thinking this director is like 40, 50 years old. He's like probably like in his 30s or something. So I thought he was like an older gentleman, man. He's actually a young dude. So awesome about that, man. Very great writing and directing, fantastic wise, man. The directing, the cinematography in here as well was so good, man. There are a few close-up shots. There were some close-ups where I was like, ooh, like, no. Like, there are a few, like, important scenes where it's just the camera's so blocked into them, man, that you don't see the outer surrounding where you want to see. But, that's just a few scenes there. Definitely, like I said, the settings, the set pieces, man, for $3.5 million, the way that they made this movie, man, very fantastic for that. The woods and everything, and just the look, all of it, the costumes, man. It felt like you're watching a play. Part 1, Part 2, intermission, Part 3, Part 4. or Act 1, Act 2, that sort of thing, man. So that's how it felt. The acting here was awesome, the score, the directing, all the cinematography looks beautiful, man, for most part. So it is a very, goosebumpy movie, man. You're having the chills. You're definitely... Well, you definitely fear for some characters or where you're growing on them, man. Some characters are annoying, but for sure, like the character Caleb, man, I don't know the actor's name. He's a very young man. I'm probably less than 13 years old. Very awesome, man. I love his character, man. Definitely, for sure. He plays like that boy who's trying to mature, man, and, he has a lustful eye for his sister sort of sense, man, it's 1600s and everything. So the way his character, and it's very well done, man. I think that guy deserves some sort of award or something, not like a major award, but some recognition. Because the way, there's definitely, this is an award actually right here. I think actually a big award probably for this part. It's just in the movie. I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a part where Caleb, fantastic scene, man. It pulls at your heartstrings, man. You feel like something's possessing over you, man. Literally in the theater, you feel like you're being... I don't know, it's sucking you into the movie, man. Definitely, for sure. And you feel alone. You feel darkness around you, definitely. And it's some weird feeling that the movie makes you feel. And that scene alone, I thought, deserved, this is an Oscar nomination right here. The way... This is some sort of nomination. That one let alone scene... Fantastic. That's where I was like, this is the scene. This is the scene I'm going to talk about in the review. That one scene was fantastic. I can't say what it is, but if you watch the movie, man, it's, within the last 40 minutes, wow, what a fantastic, literally, I was like, oh my God, I got to talk about this in the review. So, up to that, that's a lot of good pros, man, for sure. A few more we have. Definitely, like I said, setting, it's creepy, fades to black. The dialogue in here, man, the writing for the characters, a lot of great writing in here, for sure. Definitely for the dad. The dad in here has awesome writing. I love it. Again, it's like Shakespearean and everything. There are some words that are just really Puritanish and everything, so, it is kind of hard to understand some things that they say. Why thee angry, is thee not satisfied, or thee, and all those sort of words, and then just 10 times more of those Shakespearean words. If you're into that, man, definitely it's, porn for you, man, for those words, that dictionary title. So, very awesome for that part, man. So, definitely a lot of good pros, man. A lot of good things in the movie for The Witch. This movie is a pacing. It is a little slow. It's definitely a build-up. It's all about dialogue. It's all about that chilling suspense. What is out there in the woods, or what's making these things happen? Why is this family being targeted? All that sort of things. It's that sort of movie, alright? So it's not just basically like a stabbing thriller, no, it's not like it's not a regular horror movie. It's like suspense, yeah, there's a little horror in there. It's just build up totally, and definitely the ending, definitely just, the parts are awesome, man. There are a lot of great parts in here, and like I said, directing, all that. So the setting, and it feels real. That's all the good stuff I can say about it, man. That's a lot of great things that is just makes the movie very enjoyable. Now, it does have a slow middle part. There is a part where it was 5 minutes of a scene, and I literally lost my train of thought. When I was watching the movie, it literally lost me. The whole scene there, it wasn't an important scene. It was just basically the wife and the husband and wife talking. I literally lost, my mind just... I don't know. I was thinking, what am I going to eat when I get home? I was just thinking, I literally couldn't... It wasn't interesting. There were one scene there in the middle where it was just super slow, and the dialogue just wasn't getting me. That one little scene that just kind of makes you drift off, and you're like, what happened? Wait, what? So it's just one of those scenes, man. There are a few of those scenes where you will kind of drift off. You're like, wait, hold on. Okay, I was thinking about what I'm going to do later. That sort of sense, man. So I did have that sort of encounter with this movie. As well as some of the characters are hard to understand with their accent. And I'm not trying to be mean, to their accent or their culture or anything. I'm saying, the main guy, there's a part where he's like, And he's saying words, but it's just hard to understand him. And you're like, wait, what? Like, what are you saying? Like, I can't, because his deep voice, and then he's like, like, I'm like, what? Like, I literally was like, oh my god, that's a con right there. I literally was like, that's a con, man. I can't understand a word. I need subtitles, man. But luckily, when I own this movie, when I own this bitch up on Blu-ray, I'm definitely putting that subtitles on, man. Wow, it's it's a really good movie, man. But for sure, there are a few parts you can't understand the wife sometimes. I mean, literally, it's just sometimes you just can't understand what the characters are saying. And a few things in this movie, once you leave the theater, you're like, they didn't explain that. They really didn't explain why this was happening, why that was happening. So that is a problem with the movie. And I don't think it's something that, like Inception, we're just going to leave it to the audience. It's not something like that. It's basically like they really didn't really explain some things, that why this is happening, why they're targeting them. All that sort of stuff that went on, it never really was explained. It just kind of happened. So overall, I'm going to end up giving The Witch an 8.2 out of a 10, man. I thought it was a really good movie, man. Definitely, for sure. Really check it out, man. Is it worth watching, man? Yes, definitely. In just general, it's worth watching, man. Is it worth watching in theaters? Well, man, if you want to scare your girlfriend, you want to scare your boyfriend, if they're easily scared, you want to take them for a good horror night, definitely go to your theater, man, your local theater, and end up watching The Witch. If you know, you're not, that's just if you want a good scare, man. And again, it's not like, oh my god, jump scare sort of stuff. But, there's a few good, moments where your heart will start beating faster. It's more of a creepy, disturbing vibe of a movie than a big horror movie. So take it as you will. So it's either theater or rental, man, whichever one you want to see. I mean, I think it's worth seeing in theaters. I paid $5 to see it, man, so that's just me. If you want to see the movie, man, I think it's worth the money. $5, $6, $7, $8. Definitely check it out and really support the movie, man. A great job Robert Eggers did and the whole cast and crew. 8.2 out of 10, like I said. Thanks again for watching. You want to see my other movie reviews, you can check it out on my channel. I do movie reviews every single week. I also review TV shows as well. Support the channel. If you want to support the channel, you could hit that subscribe button. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'll be seeing you later. Bye-bye.